Yes, that's right. We have not enticed her into combat, so.
You haven't started anything yet.
Well,
I,
though, if
for
you
one, would like to hear what she has to say because I
Mhm.
believe she's telling the truth.
I agree that we at least owe her the opportunity to speak her mind.
I sheathe
As
my
mentioned,
swords. I turn around and I walk back to the corner and just sit on a bed in the corner looking at the wall.
Are you going to carve a happy face in it?
so I was gonna ask.
no happy. Okay. Um. I don't know. I still said Sapphira. Nafi kind of looks at you, but then kind of brushes you off and looks at the others. I, I can as mentioned before, I can answer questions you may have, but in order to help move you forward, I'm afraid you will need to follow me to my domain. It would be a very closed off area, very protected. Anything
Where
goes wrong,
where is your domain?
just directly on the other side of that portal. As mentioned before, it is very closed off, although you may feel a bit woozy from sudden temperature changes. No, it's never a fun trip to make, obviously,
Did you
but
come
it
through
is.
that portal?
I did.
Did you get hit with a stick?
I came through after I noticed a stick randomly appear. Honestly,
Okay,
I
that was
had a
mine.
okay.
Sorry.
No need to apologize. I was aware of your presence. Was not too sure when you would be here yet. You're technically supposed to be in here about 3 days ago, but
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
we have encountered some resistance to us proceeding on this quest. So
well, I
Yes,
mean
those
that
random
would.
sheep. They put up such a
I,
fight. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to know what happened to the poor sheep.
No. No, you don't.
It's just like this dark look over Morgan.
It haunts my dreams.
She kind of seems to wait and see how you'll react to her and see if you ask her any questions. Her hands are still up, by the way. Like, she has made no grab to any what appears to be a staff at her side and a sword at her side, along with a book. Like, she's made no grabs to those and has kept her hands up kind of to the side, like above, like near her head, so as a sign of peace almost, or not meaning any harm.
well, as I know that I can't speak for all of my companions, but please lead on.
She nods and leaves the room. And do any of you follow?
I
I
get up.
will follow.
I get up.
All right.
I follow. I go
All right.
ahead. I'll go in first.
Oh boy.
She
Can we
kind of.
trust? Can we trust that your feelings will not get the better of you, good Tiefin? I realize that you are quite upset by this Tieflin's presence, but perhaps one of us should go in afterwards, so as to allay her fears of any of our potential hostile intentions.
At least two of you trust her. I won't attack her unless I need to. I'll go through first, and I'll send something through to let you know it's safe.
Stick?
You return the stick. Yes.
All right. So, T, do you allow the priestess to go ahead of you, or?
Yeah.
All right. She goes through the portal with. She kind of turns around, smiles at you guys, and jumps through.
Smiling is bad.
I follow her through.
Okay. You go through the portal. I'd like you to please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Constitution. That is a 21.
All right, you get through the portal. You kind of feel like a little bit woozy for a second, as you're not used to dimensional travel, but you're other than that, you're fine. And around you is this teal room with this black, like this dark stone kind of lining the walls. You look down and you see like almost like this blue, almost glass stone mix with lava underneath it. And along the walls you see these red banners with yellow skulls and flame, like almost like these flames in the background. There seems to be 4 hallways jutting off from where you are. And yeah, that is the area you are currently met with. There is and in front of you there is a smiling Nafi, who seems to almost be like, I told you so. And other than that, it seems safe.
I pull my staff out. I summon a snake, and I tell the snake to go through the portal, around the people waiting there, and then come back.
There's a stick on the ground next to you, by the way.
I don't care about the stick.
He just wants to use the staff. That's all.
That's fair. Okay. You on the other side of the portal see this snake come through the portal, kind of slither around you guys, and head back into the portal.
That was not a stick.
No, that was
It
not
was
a
not.
stick.
But I do recognize Tiefen's snake stick, which
When have you ever
perhaps
seen
we
his
should.
snake stick?
Sorry.
When have you ever seen his snake stick?
Well, we saw the stick that he had that had a snake, so I'm assuming that's his steak stick.
His steak stick?
Yeah, snake stick.
Well, if that's his steak stick, then obviously we should follow him.
There we go. We should follow after him. I think we should take this as a sign that everything is safe.
You believe snakes are safe, do you?
No, but I believe that it is the sign that we were waiting for.
Hmm.
All right, I'll walk through the portal.
All right, you go through and you're met with this same teal room with black stone and black floors with small bits of blue stonish glassish material and lava underneath it. And I'd also like you to make a Constitution saving throw real quickly.
Constitution saving throw.
Anyone going through the portal, make a Constitution saving throw. That's period.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no! It's a nat 1 + 1.
Ooh, okay. You go through this portal and you are not used to the sudden change in temperature and to the portal itself. And you like if you feel the room spinning and like you suddenly feel your like stomach turning and you just feel sick. And like you almost feel like your body overheating at the sudden change and you throw up.
Sorry.
I will follow after then.
All right, Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw.
I'm
Constitution.
gonna prestidigitate all over Steven's boots.
So
I'm sure
I'm
it's
assuming
splashed
I'm
all
going to
over
throw up as well with the 5.
You don't throw up.
move. I'm gonna move to
okay.
the corner and kind of sit down with my head between my legs for a minute.
I
Okay.
assume that I turned a sickly shade of green.
You go through. You feel like the sudden, like the heat, almost like seems to like, almost give you like a headache with the sudden change. And along with the portal, you feel like dizzy. As you're trying to just gain your footing, it takes you about a minute or two before you're able to like steady yourself and be able to function like normally. And that leaves Warden, who's still on the other side of the portal.
Could just go mining. Peter said he needed a diamond. I'll go through the portal.
Constitution saving throw.
21.
You get
30.
through and you get through and you don't feel anything. Like you're not even dizzy, you're not woozy at all, you're fine.
That's right.
His grumpiness has protected him.
That's right.
Peter, as you see your friends,
Compatriots.
comrades, teammates go through the portal. You see one of them become very sick and unable to stand properly. Another one seeming to be quite a bit dizzy, and the final one seeming just completely fine as he goes through the portal.
Yep.
Mr. Peter, it does seem like our distrust has kept us healthier coming through here. It's a
I
good
doubt
sign.
that's it.
You notice the priestess in the corner who seems to be standing, arms behind her back. Like not like in a suspicious way, but almost like in that kind of like respectful, like relaxed stance, if that makes sense. And she kind of smiles at you all and allows you all to kind of get your bearings before anything.
I'm fine.
And
Where are we going?
she signals you all to follow her. and she leads you onto this balcony with this large statue on it. And you notice that the same statue of Ashenvolt, although slightly different, this time her hands are cupped in front of her as these tears of what looks like lava pour down her cheeks. And little bits of the statue, there's like seems to be glowing lava holding together, not quite behind a glass, but yet just floating there seamlessly as though stone itself. Once again, as with the other statues, there's no face shown on it. It is simply this blank slate.
Hey, haven't we seen that before? This looks like similar to the one we saw on top of the structure that we came down in.
I'm going to say similar, but not the same.
The
The one you saw on the top of the structure was in fact similar. However, that one was much more masculine. Its wings were much more like not quite bat-like, but more magical. And when I say that, I mean much like it looked like genuine magic was forming those wings. So like it was slightly different. That house had a bit more of a purple tint to it. This was like pure like black stone, with bits of lava.
Can I make a religion check on this as I look at it?
Make a religion check.
What's my plus 2? So 14.
This is another statue of Ashenvolt, the nether goddess of which you had seen. Is almost like a more formal statue version of the statue you found in the lake outside of your guys' current hideout.
You mean the first one?
The first one, yeah.
Okay.
This is also a statue of Ashenvolt?
Yep.
I will ask the
Navi.
Nafi. Priestess Daffy, can you tell us any more about this goddess Ashenvolt? I believe some of us have some memories of her being a very, very old goddess, but I fear that that is the limit of our knowledge of her.
That is completely right. I am very happy to discuss it with you. You notice like she kind of smiles a bit more. Like this is what she's like more accustomed to in comparison to what appeared to be that not quite small talk previously, but it's like it was very awkward that she was not ready for.
The accusations, you mean?
Yeah, the accusations and not so slight racism. She kind of smiles and stands in front of this and like kind of like arms spread, like that kind of stereotypical of like kind of like performance of like just look at this cool thing. She says, "This is the mother of the Nether, Ashenvolt. She was not quite as big a religion until some odd 300 years ago. Ever since things went south, the documents have been a bit iffy to trust. Before the disaster struck, she was fairly more recently well known. Although worshipped for many years, she's our mother. She's the one who created everything you see before you." She kind of like gestures behind her and you see these tall, like trees with purple, like stumps or trunks that with wrapped with like these blue vines and these this weirdly textured leaves. You can't quite put them together. It looks like some dark, like almost off replication of what would be a like a vine tree or weeping willow. You know, her smile kind of falls as she thinks more on it. She disappeared shortly during the incident, and there's many speculations on where she is currently, but in our belief, along with many others, there is some thought of four older beings regaining memories and fighting and freeing them. As she kind of looks at you all expectantly. That is the role you all play.
So
Not
we're being we were, so you're saying that we were like brought here? Is that the four beings?
you. You see, she kind of is about to stop. start talking, and then she almost freezes, though she can't talk. Her face falls for a second. It is not my place to say why you're here.
I make persuasion.
You can make persuasion, sure, go for it.
11.
She
Please tell us.
kind of offers you a kind smile and goes, I want to tell you, I really do, but I can't. It's not my place to discuss this and not my story to tell you.